Hello. Hello there. In my new hat. It's actually, I don't know if it's bad enough out here to have to use it today, but I thought I'd put it on my head, see how it fits. It's gonna be my new garden hat. Actually, it wouldn't be too hot to wear it. My little Asian garden hat though seems that's probably the best thing to be wearing. So I'm gonna bring you out here to experience this with me, because what happened is a bit of a catastrophe. I knocked over, oh, this is going to be really bad. What about the dog? He'll run right in there. I've got to solve that somehow. He might not climb over the door. Well, can you see in there? I had to bring all my seedlings outside. I don't know if it was too soon for that or not. We'll go take a look at that in a second. I'm exhausted. I worked really late. I worked until I had no energy left. And then I did that with the seeds. And I knocked over one of the trays. Now I have no idea what might grow and what. I transplanted some things to save them and whatnot. Well, and that was really, really late in the night. What a mess. Well, I'll show you in a sec. We'll look in a second. I need to look as well. And I'm not so sure this is gonna work. It's hot. I'm gonna try and solve something real quick so this dog don't follow me in there and tear up everything again. As I've tried to save it, because I'm afraid he'll jump up on all the lights and the plants. So I better solve that without the camera, because I don't want to take any chances. Right now, he's trying to get in there now. Yeah. Alright, I gotta go. I'll get you back here in a second. Whew. It is pretty hot. So there's my solution. I might keep the dog out, but it might be keeping me out. I didn't take this hat off. See, I know my hair looked like poo on the last few videos, but who cares, I guess, at this point. Anyway, I guess I have to step over this. Yeah, it's hot in here. Yeah, not sure this is going to be good. So far it looks bad. Okay. Over here I decided to put this block under here. Try and get that air circulating. I feel it circulating. I can't take this hat at all. Okay. Woo. Oh my Lord, if that thing's correct. Yeah. I'm lucky I don't kill these plants. Cucumbers, look at this sucker. Oh man. They were doing so good. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look it up online. Can I keep them alive somehow? Is this gonna kill them? This was the biggest one. Oh man. The soil says almost 100. Tomatoes are okay, I guess. Spilanthes back there. Tomatillos aren't looking very hot either. I don't know. I can't do anything about it. Well, it's the best I could do. It was this tray that spilt over, and I had no idea what is what now. All my labels didn't mean nothing. Yeah. Yeah. This is not cool. I was so happy. I was so happy. I wanted to see what those were. I've never seen them. They were called there. Iranian Lebanese squash. Ooh, I think it's almost too hot in here for me. Anyway, I was gonna try and get some shade cloth in here, but it's really not that not that bright in here per se. Yeah, that ain't gonna help nothing. Okay. Let's go then. Alright, I'm not doing very good here with the camera. I'm sorry. I'll have to bring it back in a minute. My life is falling apart holding this camera. So, good times. See, I don't have any real shade cloth, but this used to go around that trampoline I got. I figured it'd work. So this is a little discouraging, and my seat's got water in it. I want to put my butt on it. Just sit and think for a minute. Yeah, I didn't want to show this terrible hairdo. Dog, I can't even make a video. I can't even sit down. It's not just a video. I can't sit down without this dog climbing on me. Stop it. I have to do this. Put my hands over my head in order to get him to leave me alone. And then he'll go away. Well, let's see how well of a lesson I've learned. I have learned one thing out of all this. No matter how early of a jump I want to get on growing something. Granted, I didn't start till March 24th, but I had some of them seeds, they popped up so fast. So fast. It wasn't even a week. Some of them things were growing already. The tomatillos and the those Lebanese that are all withered up now. They jumped up real fast. And it's probably just because I destroyed their root system. Not totally, I was careful, but I could hear it ripping when I was trying to. I was using my chopstick and everything. I could hear it ripping on. They've been growing so fast in there. The first one, the big one, that one, I didn't even pull it out of that pot. I just pulled the rest of them out around it. But, I mean, it came out, I think. But, not cool. Anyway, so, I think the thing I've learned here in Kansas City, Missouri was the estimated last frost date is the 8th, April 8th. But if you get outside of Kansas City, it becomes like the 12th. If you get a little bit further out, 15-20 minutes from Kansas City, it can be up to April 18th. So I think it's gonna be hard for me to do, but if I just hold off till April, even if I just use the greenhouse, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna do anything inside anymore. You know, you want to be the poor man's solution and just risk it, and I did risk it, and maybe I'll still succeed at something. So I shouldn't get down on myself too much, and maybe I'll change my mind by next year. But whether or not I should wait till April, I wait at least till April, and because I did that on the 24th, just waiting one more week would give me one more week before I had to bring things outside. I think it would have been a much better situation. I think so. But we'll see in another week if I lose any more, because it's still going to get cold again. I put these heat lamps and I put them underneath the plants so that the heat will rise up underneath them. See, this is Missouri though. It's going to get hot, extremely hot during the day, and then cold at night. It's like it's a desert, I guess. And here's all my beets that I think the dog destroyed. I'm not the only destroying. I mean, these are supposed to be outside. They look like they're surviving, but I don't know how many I lost. They're not, I don't think they're all there. He spilt it over on the ground right here. Who knows? Maybe some beets will grow there. I think there are a couple. I reinforced it with some logs, little boards, logs, whatever. Trying to keep it from knocking it over again. Now some of it's because he's got that leash on probably while he's running. I'm going to take that off soon, but you got to be sure that if he gets out of the yard, he's easy to catch because he likes to play. He likes to play fetch. Tag. You're it. Anyway. Oh, well, what do I do here? There's not, maybe to get cooled down. I probably should still put up a little bit of shade cloth in there. Well, I'm not gonna be able to do it with the phone. I'm sorry, now I'm gonna show you. Maybe other people can do that. It's just so much hard work for me. These horseradish transplant working. I transplanted them, these two, from the other side of the yard. The other horseradish is growing. So that's a plus. Now what? Now what? I'm still really exhausted too. Took a lot of fighting just to get me outside, if I have to be honest. Because then after I finished the saving the plants, I think it was like 12 or 1 o'clock in the morning. And today was trash day, so dog, somebody knocked something over. Oh boy. So with trash day, I had mom did a lot of good though, getting all the trash ready. Dad's trash is the hard part. I don't need to go there and explain that. Sorry. But that's not what normal people think. Just take the trash out. It takes a few minutes. No. But I don't need to explain it. People who have taken care of handicapped and elder situations, and maybe you'd understand, but I'm not going any further. Anyway, so there you go. I'm gonna have to do something to save these plants. I'm just gonna do all the effort I can to save them, and then what happens happens. What else can you say? I'm a little bit down about it, but I knew that just because they look good in the bathroom, I've already been down this road before though, so I already understood that as nice as they looked how I started them, a lot would die in the process. I knew that seedlings would get leggy. I knew that bringing them outside, we have the shock because it's hot and cold. This weather, it's just not. I knew all these things would happen. I knew transplanting some would mess up the roots, and I would lose this beautiful, vibrant starting plant. It's just sad when I look upon it. That's all. It's just sad. So I already knew. That's why I was planting more seeds this year than I usually do, because I've failed every year. But see, that's what we gotta learn, right? You gotta fail. You gotta fail. Plan to fail. Am I saying that right? I don't remember who says that, but plan to fail, but not to be destructive or depressed about it. It just you plan to fail in a way that you know it will happen. So what do I get to learn out of it? Pay attention to all the little details about it. I do. I learn every year from my failures. Doesn't mean it stops me from failing again in any similar ways or anything. It's just you learn a little bit, and then you learn a little bit more. This is why I'm sorry it's sad as it is. It's like now, once people see food shortages, inflation, not being able to get the fertilizers and whatever, all these little things that are going wrong, and I know on a small scale for some people they're going to be all right, but overall is what the problem's going to be. And then if people waited, and now that they see it, they think, well, I'm gonna go start me a garden. I'm gonna go plant something and survive. I fit in that category somewhat. Like canning. I've done a little bit of canning. I've done some fermentations, but see, that's a step up. But I don't really have the situation to be able to do it properly. These are all things that you find out when you start doing it. A lot of people didn't think of all that through years, however many years back now, how much time has already went by. They didn't think about this till now. Well, you don't have enough time to really learn a whole lot. Even if you've got the whole year to learn. You'll succeed. Everybody succeeds. Everything's not a complete failure your first year, so this is why you might as well just do it, whatever successful. Even if you got enough money, it'll help you not have as many mistakes. You're like me, you don't have any money, you're you're struggling so much to cut corners, like fertilizer. Uh, I wasn't able to get any fertilizers. I think I might have got some bag or two or something like that, but for a garden, whole garden, I just was barely skimping by with it. I was digging up the plants and turning them upside down to create beds. I had mulch dumped in the yard before. That made the beds too hot at first, you know. Granted, it's benefiting me now after a couple of years gone by, but all these little things, you know, that won't work the first year, that over time helps. But like making compost, yeah, I don't know how you can start making. Yeah, I guess you can start making compost now, and maybe it'll help when you do a fall garden. But see, do you even know about that? I didn't know. I didn't realize you could grow stuff in the fall. The same cold hardy plants that you do early spring, you can do them again right before going into fall. But you got to time it just right. You got to know your region and pay attention to the weather to get them planted. Like each plant's going to be different. When you plant something in August or September, can you even get away with anything in October? Depends on your region, I guess, and what it is. Peas, kales, Swiss chards, carrots, garlic, onions, things like that you can do at different times when it gets cold. Going into fall, but all that research that it takes to really get to that point to even know what that stuff is to be able to do. Oh, if you can put in the time and the money, those things will help you. Or health. If you got health, that helps. That helps. See, I'm struggling in that area. My body don't work like it used to. At first it did. So I was able to set up a lot of things here, digging these trenches, some of these beds while I still had some help. Thank God, because to do it now, I wouldn't be able to do this. Doing what I've done here in this yard now is very, very hard for me. Anyway, there you go. Go learn something. Go start something. Build something. Grab something, test it. See if you can eat it. Research it first. Don't just be ignorant. Don't be ignorant as in unknowing. Unknowing about something. I don't mean stupid. Of course, I guess I could say that too. But research, learn, get you some books. What if the power goes out? That's what I was telling Mom. I need to get a book on canning to make sure that I have that. I understand canning, and Mom knows a bit about it. So there's that. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of things that can just be researched and learned. And if we get through the year, maybe it'll help for next year. I don't know what the year's gonna look like in a year, but Lord have mercy. That's all I can say. So go do something. I'm gonna try and go do something. Whatever that something is. Hopefully I save at least a few plants in there. I don't know what to do. So you may end up like me doing this. I don't know what to do. But see, I already planned to fail, so I already know it's gonna be all right. I'm just gonna learn from it, do what I can to save what I can, and hopefully I get food. See, that's the plan. And I'm gonna throw some more seeds in the ground. It's just not ready yet. Next week. So even if I got tomatoes, downtillios, and all those things that I tried to pre-start, I'm gonna try them again in the ground, direct sowing. They won't grow. They'll be a little bit behind. That's the whole point, is to get a jump start on things. There's the hawk flying in. He already landed, so it'd be hard for me to film him. Big old bird. Anyway, gets chased by all the little blackbirds. Sometimes they chase him. The sparrows, blackbirds, crows. I've seen them all fighting. It's funny. Anyway, there you go. Woo! Getting the sweat going in here. It's a little bit cooler now, though. Not according to that thing, though. I can feel the breeze going through here. A little thing over there. The plastic's up over here on the silo, too, so. But anyway, here's what I did. Put this cloth up here. They're still getting plenty of sun. Maybe just protect them a little bit. But here's what I decided to do. I put some of them down here. Get them in the cool ground with the shade. I think they're, I don't know if there's any hope there. Ow, that hurt. Let's see. The temperature of the soil is still up around 100. I don't know. Well, it's all worth a shot, right? Get that sweat going. The sweat box in here. Anyway, this stupid maple tree over here. I see it coming in. I'll rip it out. Gotcha. Anyway, alright, I gotta get out of here. I don't know if the plants may be able to survive in here, but I can't. Or maybe that's the sun. Maybe they don't need it that hot either. But I think I might have to modify this door a little bit more. Okay, well, I'll figure that out in a minute. Just thought I'd show you that. And see, I moved my compost things. I get this big pile here to work with. I don't know that it's all composted down, but there's probably a lot of good dirt in there. And around it, the compost bin's been there for several years, I think. So there you go. That's all. Go enjoy yourself somewhere, doing something. Do it while you can. Anyway, check you later. Boo.